The campaign has moved on. The smoke has cleared from the valley. The enemy has retreated. The blood is washed into the earth, and the snow has covered the scars of the battlefield. The horn sounds for the march. Your company is moving forward. You fall into line. You place one iron-shod boot in front of the other. But you are not looking at the road ahead. Your head is turned. Your eyes are fixed over your shoulder, staring into the freezing fog, looking back at the valley you just left behind. You are watching the ghosts of yesterday. And in your left hand, you are carrying a terrible weight. It is a shield from the last battle, but it is not whole. It was shattered in the fray. The wood is splintered. The iron rim is broken. It can no longer deflect a blade. It can no longer stop an arrow. It is entirely useless. Yet, your grip on the handle is white-knuckled. The jagged splinters cut into your forearm as you march, bleeding your strength, slowing your pace. The soldiers beside you ask why you do not drop the heavy wood. They point to the long road ahead. But you shake your head. You cannot let it go. In the clinical world, this agonizing state of mind is called chronic regret. In the language of the keep, it is the burden of the shattered shield. It is the psychological trap of living in the ruins of a past you can no longer defend. We must examine why the mind chooses to carry such a punishing weight. Regret is a natural mechanism. It is the sting of the fire that teaches the hand not to touch the flame again. It is a brief, necessary pain that alters your future strategy. But chronic regret, the endless looping torture of replaying your failures in the dark, that is not a teacher. That is the unseen foe wearing the robes of a judge. The ego believes a profound, irrational lie about guilt. It believes in the illusion of time travel. Deep down, the mind operates on a terrifying logic. It believes that if it just suffers enough today, if it bleeds enough in the present, it can somehow pay the debt of the past. It believes that by constantly punishing itself, by constantly staring at the broken shield, it can unbreak the wood. It can unsay the cruel word. It can undo the fatal tactical error. This is the lie of the martyr. You believe that forgiving yourself is a betrayal of the people you failed. You believe that dropping the shield means you do not care that the battle was lost. And so, you carry the guilt as a badge of honor, a twisted proof of your own morality. But look at the reality of the march. Your guilt does not alter the history of the realm. The ink is dry. The past is sealed in stone. No amount of your present agony will resurrect the fallen or rebuild the burned towers. All your regret accomplishes is the slow, systematic destruction of your present kingdom. Because your eyes are turned backward, you do not see the ambush waiting on the road ahead. Because your left arm is exhausted from carrying a useless ruin, you cannot raise a new shield to protect the people who need you today. You are failing the present to honor a ghost. There is a profound cruelty in how we analyze our past. When you sit in the quiet of your war tent today, you judge your past mistakes with a brutal, unfair advantage. You judge the Squire with the wisdom of the veteran. When you made the mistake years ago, you did not have the map you hold today. You did not know the strength of the enemy. You did not have the emotional armor you now wear. You fought in the fog. You fought with a broken sword. You were terrified, or blind, or starving. You made the best tactical choice you could with the dim light you possessed at the time. But today, standing in the bright sun of hindsight, you look back and call that younger version of yourself a fool. You call him a coward. You call him a traitor. It is an unjust tribunal. You possess the wisdom you have today only because that younger version of yourself walked into the trap. You have the map because he endured the ambush. He paid for your current wisdom with his blood. To constantly hate him for his ignorance is to despise the very forge that made you. Psychologists refer to the inability to move on as the sunk cost fallacy. You spent so much time, so much love, or so much energy on a campaign that ultimately failed. A relationship that burned down, a business that collapsed, a vow that was broken. You poured your life into that valley, and the ego refuses to walk away empty-handed. It would rather hold on to the painful, shattered pieces of the failure than admit that the gold is gone. It tells you, if we leave this behind, it was all for nothing. It was not for nothing. It was an education. It was a tempering. A sword is not ruined because it was struck against an anvil. It is shaped. But you cannot stay on the anvil forever. Eventually, you must be lifted from the fire and taken to the front lines. To break the curse of the backward glance, you must practice the heaviest, most agonizing discipline of all. You must practice radical self-forgiveness. Forgiveness is not the same as forgetting. It is not erasing the ledger. Forgiveness is the cold, stoic realization that the past is dead, and you are still breathing. It is the conscious decision to stop demanding a better yesterday. Stop demanding a better yesterday. It will not come. What is here is the snow. What is here is the road. What is here is the heavy breathing of the company marching beside you. You are the commander of the present keep. The ghosts of the valley have no authority over your current walls. Look down at your left hand. Look at the white knuckles. Look at the blood drying on the splinters of the ruined wood. Acknowledge its weight. Acknowledge what it cost you. And then, open the gauntlet. Let the fingers uncurl. Listen to the heavy, dull thud of the shattered wood hitting the earth. Do not look back at it. Let the winter snow bury it. Feel the strange, terrifying lightness in your arm. The blood will circulate again. The muscle will heal. Turn your head forward. Look at the horizon. The fog is lifting. There are new battles ahead. Battles that require both of your hands. Leave the dead to the earth. Draw your breath. The march continues.